Last spring, we traveled to Switzerland to visit family. Our schedule on our last day, before we returned to the US, was to see Aescher Gasthaus in Berg. The guest house and restaurant built in the mountain near the edge of a cliff were featured as the cover photo of a book called Destinations of a Lifetime, 225 of the World's Most Amazing Places, published by National Geographic in 2015.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
We parked at the train station parking lot in Wasserauen and, from there, crossed the street to get to the cable car station to take us to the Ebenalp mountain. From our direction, my cousin drove us for more than an hour to the town of Wasserauen. From Zurich Airport, Wasserauen can be reached in less than 2 hours by taking the train to St. Gallen, getting off Gosau SG, and transferring to the S23 train going to Wasserauen, which is also the last stop. Cable car round-trip fare for adults is 34 Swiss francs, for children 6 to 15 years old, 14 Swiss francs, and children under 6 years old ride for free. With a Swiss half-fare card, you get a 50% discount. There are also hiking options to Ebenalp and Aescher from Wasserauen, but it was too challenging for us. The cable car ride runs every 15 minutes. But it took the cable car to scale the mountain from Wasserauen to Ebenalp just 5.5 minutes. As the cable car ascended, we saw a fantastic valley view. Once we reached the higher elevations, we were greeted with thick cloud cover. It was early May, and the weather was rainy that day. After getting off the cable car, we looked for the trail that would take us to Aescher.
We are here. And here you can go down to this.
Okay.
We headed east, following the signpost, along a paved downhill path until we reached a turnstile. It was foggy up the plateau, and we could only see about 20 meters ahead. It was a short walk to the edge of a cliff from the turnstile before we reached the cave entrance. The cave system is called Wildkirchli, literally meaning wild chapel. Neanderthals once inhabited the 3 interlinked caves during prehistoric times.
I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Got me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can.
Along the cave is an exhibit of a bear skeleton found in one of the caves.
Oh, I feel so.
We followed the path inside the cave and emerged on the same side of the mountain, but on the other side of the cliff.
Reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.
Upon exiting the cave, we saw one of the hermit houses.
I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
10 minutes walk pa pala ang Aescher dito.
The St. Michael's Chapel follows the cliffside path for about 10 meters, placed underneath what seems to be a cave opening.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
Dito ko magsimba.
We proceeded to trek along the path, and after several steps, we saw another hermit lodge. According to their website, you can rent this hermit lodge for 138 Swiss francs per person per night. We walked further up the path, and once we turned on a bend, in front of us, about 30 meters away, was the guest house built at the side of the mountain.
Tumigaan pa pala pababang ganyan. Ay, ayoko. Ang sakit sa tuhod eh. Yung pababa.
Yeah, but that's actually better.
Oo, nakakapagod lang.
Ja. Ja, aber echt so, mit den Bikini zu essen. Und wir können da nicht mehr essen. Und so
It's open?
Ah, okay.
Bukas?
No, it's closed.
When we arrived at the restaurant, we discovered that their season won't start until Monday, May 9th. When we planned our trip 2 weeks prior, their website had May 2nd as the season opener. We could only guess that they postponed their season opener due to the weather condition. While we were slightly disappointed that we did not eat at the restaurant, we were thrilled with our experience. It also gives us a reason to come back. Next time, we plan to do the circuitous route of Ebenalp, Wildkirchli, Aescher, Ebenalp on the condition of favorable weather. After a short rest, we returned to the same course we came from, to get back to the cable car station. While reviewing this video, our expectations could have been tempered if we had paid attention to the signage posted on the ticketing window. In conclusion, we ended up at Hotel Alpenrose for lunch, where we probably had the best tasting pork chop, maybe, because it was seasoned with a dash of disappointment.